Okay, I first of all take the pleasure to thank our ma'am, Principal Ma'am, Mrs. Nutan Kamre, and our Vice Principal Ma'am, Mrs. Kanchan Kadu, and our Supervisor, Mrs. Leena Pargi Ma'am. Yeah, it's because of their initiative that we are coming back on every Thursday and giving you some new things and new experiences. So, in this lockdown, you won't be feeling very bored. I know all the kids out there, no, they have one thing to say. I'm getting bored sitting at home. Then I have nothing to do. You're not taking me out, and all these things, blah, blah, blah. They have so many stories around, right? And then they say they are very much bored at home. So today's session is like everybody is bored, and what can we do? So we have many options. Sitting at home, we can do so many things, and let's see what are all those things. Okay, so do you think anything what can be done by sitting at home and not to get bored? Yeah, I can see Kiran, Pardeshi ma'am, Reshma, Tukal, and many of them are saying yes, yes, yes. So I'd like to see what all things do you think you can do? Yeah, okay. Yeah, there are many, many things, and that I will be explaining it to you today. Okay, first of all, everybody should have some time which is very much free, right? Nobody is so busy throughout the day that they have no time to sit for at least 5 to 10 minutes. And we have lots and lots of free time because of the lockdown. Yeah, usually all the kids out there. So, what can we do? Yeah, getting bored? See, here's a list of what to do, and that is you should have some hobbies. Okay, now what are hobbies? Hobbies is like in your free time you have to just take interest in something or the other and then just give time every day 5 to 10 minutes to that, and you will find one day that you have just become a professional in it. You are doing quite well in it. And now let's see some of the hobbies. Okay, we'll check out what all things you can do in the free time, and then we'll just go over it, and then I will give you a list. I want to see you kids doing something very interesting. Share it with your teachers, and you can share the videos or photographs, and we'll be putting it in the newsletter. So, first of all, what is the importance of hobby? You know, parents, those who are watching, they must be knowing. Nowadays, all the kids are like techno driven kids. They just want the gadgets, that mobile, laptop, television, or anything, whatever it is there, they just want to sit with the mobile phone throughout the day. They don't want anything else. Just give them the mobile phone and they are happy with it. So we see the kids today are techno driven. They want all the gadgets along with them. And what can we do? This is the time when we can ask them, show them, tell them about some interesting hobbies. And you know, parents, you play a very important role. Children like to imitate. We know the story of the monkey and the cap seller. Most of the children are like those monkeys around there. They like to imitate the elder persons in the house. Maybe the teacher, parents, grandparents, and anybody who's there just in and around the house. So, parents, you can be a role model for them. If you have some interest, it will be the same. Students will like doing what you do, and they'll also inculcate those habits in them. And we say that's why what happens, hobbies, they give an exposure. You know, the hobbies can be indoor hobbies, outdoor hobbies, or anything, whatever the wish. So it can be gardening, it can be reading. We'll just see today some of the hobbies, and by the end of the session, I'll be showing you, instead of only talking and saying and telling, I'll be showing you some of the hobbies which we can have very handy, very easy. Okay, now just to tell you about it, I have nearly about 8 to 10 hobbies in the free time I try to do. In fact, now my hobby is my passion. I give 10 minutes to my hobby every day. Let anything happen. It is in the routine that I have to do this, and I'll be doing it. So, hobbies give you such an interest that you start thinking about it like your routine, and it is obviously very beneficial for you. Now, as elder person in the house, you can initiate and you can be a role model for them. So first thing which we see is art and craft, the hobbies, which is art and craft. Okay, now in art and craft, what can we do? Yeah, students like drawing very much. I know most of the children are the ones who will say, I like drawing, I like coloring, I like painting. So, in art and craft, there are many things which students can inculcate as their hobbies, like origami. Origami is nothing but paper folding. You have to fold the paper in different. Yeah, wow, I like hobbies. That's nice, Mani. Very good. So you should have some of the other hobbies. And in art and craft, we can see first one is origami. Try to make out some paper cutouts, but origami is not cutouts. Origami is always paper folding. So you can fold the papers, and then what can you do is make a book, stick it there, a board. It may it be a student of first standard, or may it be an 60 years old grandfather or grandmother. Everybody knows how to make a board. So that is what they had learned when they were small. So these things, no, just take out some things and take a paper. No need to go and buy it from the shop. You can just take any paper, newspaper, cut it in a square shape or a rectangle shape. And nowadays, in the Google and Pinterest and so many apps are there which will help you to make some things. So you can just look at it and try doing it. So we saw first one is origami, second one is hand printing. Now Rupam is from our school, no, she's taking so many activities in arts. Hand printing is you have to paint your hand, and just the paint which is there, you have to paste it on the paper. See that you don't do it on the walls around in the house, otherwise you will be punished by your parents. So the one is foot printing, one is hand printing. Hand printing, you can make butterflies by painting the hands and pasting it, it becomes a butterfly. You can use your legs also. So there are many art hobbies which you can inculcate. So we saw origami, we saw hand print, footprint, right? Next is pencil sketches. Yeah, we see many of them in the primary section also. They like sketching, only shading, black and white, that is pencil shading. So pencil sketching, yeah, Bharat Sanjay is, I think this is Manish. Very good. You like origami. That's nice. So keep doing nice things and share it with us. Great. Now I was talking about pencil sketches. Pencil sketches is also very nice. You just have to use a pencil eraser and sketch it. You can fill hundreds of books by sketching. So that becomes your hobby, and maybe some other day in your life you can become a wonderful artist. So you should always try to inculcate these hobbies, learn new things, and then we see in sketches another thing is comic sketches. You know, all students like cartoons, Chota Bheem, then Kalia, then Ninja Hattori, and so many others. So, comic sketches, all the comics you get around, all the cartoons you watch, you can just start drawing the sketches of those, and you can make a book of it. It will be your collection. Now, this days, the lockdown days, you know what has happened? You have got ample of time. You have lot of time. You can use this, utilize this, and be and you can develop your personality. Now it will be helpful for you. Next thing we can see, first thing we saw is collection. We saw that is arts, art and craft. In art and craft we have seen origami, handprint, footprint, pencil, and pencil sketches, comic sketches. Now we'll go to the second one, that is collection of items. It can be any item. Okay, now, everybody must have been to the beach. Huh? Yeah, we go once in a while, we go to the beach. Might be Alibag or Dapoli or anywhere, maybe Goa. Everybody likes to go to a beach on a holiday. And now at these times, kids enjoy the most, that is, you like to collect the shells, right? Same is with me. Even I like to collect shells. and I have so many different kinds of shells, you can see. So that is hobby. Just wherever you go, you can do something or the other. And I have so many shells with me. Okay. So this is what you can do. There are different kinds of shells. I go to different places. From every place, I get one shell and I keep it with me. So what happens? The shell reminds me of all the things what I had done on the beach, and then how I enjoyed there with my family and friends. And so I'll show you the different kinds of shells. You know, so yeah, even you can start collecting shells if you go somewhere. So many shells. I'll show you another one. Can you see this? This is the biggest shell I had got. So you can collect so many shells. I painted it so that it should not be worn out. So all these things, so many shells are there. You can keep it with you in something, or you can just use it to hang around, and maybe you renovate your room, and so many things we can do with the shell. So this is collection. Okay, these hobbies which we are saying is collecting items. So I showed you one was shell collection. Now the other one is stamp collection. Okay, stamps. Yeah, nowadays we don't write letters. That is a very bad thing. You know, old days the people were enjoying writing letters. It is good. Like today we have mobile phones, we have WhatsApp, email, and if any problem, we just give a call and the other person is just ready at the second moment. But olden days it was not like this. They used to write letters. No, and the letter would reach after 4 days, 5 days, sometimes a month, sometimes it would not reach also. But that was the olden and traditional way of writing letters. So, why can't you write a letter? Come on, everybody can give a chance, no? Just try writing a letter. We have the next topic in the class, letter writing. So, that time we'll try and we'll write a letter. We can post letters to our friends. No, it is the old traditional way, but no, people like us, they just love letter writing. So we'll be learning it in the class, and we'll also write a letter, maybe to the school or to your friends, and we'll just do it. So when we send letters, we have to paste stamps on that. Those stamps come for 5 rupees, 10 rupees, depends on how far your letter is going to go. So at these times, no, there olden times there were many letters, so people had the hobby to collect the stamps. They would collect the stamps and keep it in a book. They would paste it. Even I had that hobby, stamp collection, but I'll have to find out that and I'll show you someday that how it is. A whole book was pasted with stamps, different kinds of stamps. No, some had Gandhiji's picture on it, and some had like it was before the Britishers, so some had the other types of posting like the Red Fort and many other things. So you can also have stamp collection. Sorry. Now, if your parents had this hobby, or if they have this hobby still, you can always share a picture of it. Click a photograph and share it with us, and we'll see it. Okay, and we'll share it with everybody in the class. So, stamp collection. Next is comics. Comics means books where the pictures are in cartoons and you read it. So, some of them can collect comics. If you like to read, you can keep a collection of that. Read it. Then comes the next one, mobiles. You know, mobile collection. I have mobile collection. I have more than 500 mobiles, the olden ones, the new ones, and I have just stored it. So maybe this is not possible for everybody, but anything, the hobby can be in any case. Then CD collection. Yeah, I know many of your parents must be having CDs. You know, first nowadays we have pen drive and televisions, which where we attach the pen drive to the television, then laptops, and then YouTube and Google is so like you can watch movie anytime, right? So what can we do? You can just check out with your parents if they have the CD collections. Yeah, I have CDs also, like collection of CDs, more than 500 CDs. So if you have, you can also share it with us. You can make a small video of all the things which you have, of all the hobbies which you have inculcated, and all the things which you have stored. Then If girls are there, girls like dolls. Girls are dolls and they like dolls. So, doll collection can also be a hobby. You can collect as many dolls as you want and keep it, preserve it. So, after few years, after many years, few or many years, you can show it to the other generation. You can share it with your friends, you can show them, right? Hmm. Then the other one is toys. If girls can collect dolls, boys can collect toys. Different kinds of toys you can collect and keep it. Then we have marbles. Yeah, marbles means what? This is a marble. मार्बल म्हणजे मराठीत आपण म्हणतो गोटी. बॉईज प्ले नो गोट्या खेळतात. सो दिस इज अ मार्बल. आय थिंक दिस इज कॉल्ड इन मराठी एज हडकी. आणि you can collect marbles also. Marble collection is also a hobby. There are different colors in marbles, different sizes. You can nicely make a glass bottle and put all the marbles in that, and you can preserve it. So that becomes your hobby. Okay. Then I you can collect cards. Cards म्हणजे पत्ते खेळता ना. Hmm? So card collection is also a hobby. You can collect many kinds of cards and preserve it. Then seashells I had shown you just now. And then we'll go to the next type of hobby, that is nature related. These were a collection of items. You can collect all this. Now the next one is nature related hobbies. Like what is there in the nature? There are so many trees. So maybe some of them like gardening. Gardening, huh? Planting trees, watering them, that is also a hobby. Give some time and plant some trees, and that is your hobby. So, planting trees. Then the other one is we have animal care. No, some of them like pets, and some children they throw stones at dogs. No, street dogs, they are just throwing stones, troubling them. That is really very bad. But on the other hand, there are some kind of people, they just love animals, and not necessarily only the pets which are at home, but the street dogs and any animal which is there. You can see, if you just check out some videos, or whenever you go somewhere, you can see if a dog is hit by a car, no, somebody comes running. Don't know who's that person, don't know who's that dog, but that person will come running. He'll see that the dog is okay, he'll give him water, he'll give him something to eat, and then he'll keep it aside. It will not be coming on the street like that. So some people really love to take care of animals. Yeah, Mane, miss, I have a tortoise. That's nice. Oh, you can share your picture with us. Okay. So nice. And Pranjali, Niranjan Pranjali says, I like to do the work in the garden. So, gardening. I like to plant flowers and trees. That's nice. Okay, Namrata Gengane. So, this is Kaustub. Stone collection. Wow, you have stone collection. You have to share it with us. Okay, that's really great. Collection of marbles. Very nice, very nice. So many smart kids in the class, that means. Very good. That's really nice. Great. Now, so we saw nature related is animal care and gardening. Now we'll see science related. No? At night, how many like to watch the stars and the moon in the sky? There must be many. Even I like to. Yeah. So everybody, like, it's a full moon night and we just love to watch the sun. Now we had that Purnima. Which was that Purnima? Kojagiri Purnima. Everybody was on the terrace dancing. No, the milk was boiled and you all enjoyed. So everybody likes that night where the moon is, it's a full moon night and there are lots of stars, right? So that comes into science related. You can start knowing about the stars, about the moon, how it changes its phases, all these things. Yes, yes, Pardesi. Okay, that's great. You can share. Wow, here says collection of chocolate wrappers. Oh, that is your hobby? That's nice. Okay, that's nice. She works in the garden. Very good, very good. So I can see you all are very talented. Nice hobbies you have got. That's great. Very good. Now we'll see performance based hobbies. Performance based means just play the music and you start dancing. That is performance based hobbies like singing or dancing. You can see the synth behind piano synth. That is a synthesizer. It is called piano in local language, but professionally it is called as a synthesizer. We play music on it. Then we have a guitar here. So it becomes performance based hobby. Like you can play a guitar, you can play drum set, you can play zembe, you can play piano, or it can be dancing. You know speakers there? Yeah, just play it full music and dance. You, your parents, just enjoy whatever is there. No, enjoy. So that is called as performance based hobbies like singing, dancing. Yeah, Aryan Sandeep Digli. Yeah, Aryan, I know. I'm so proud of you. You like to play keyboard. That's great. And you are going to get a like professional certificate very soon. I know. That's nice. Okay. So we can sing, we can dance, we can do acting. No, how many of them like acting? No, all are actors. When the homework is not done, now the school is online. But when it was the traditional school, homework not done means what you would do? Mom, my stomach is paining. I don't want to go to school. And then after the school time is gone, after half an hour, you are like well to do and you will run and jump and go around in the house. So you all are actors. If you like drama, try to act, enact, play. Yeah, very good. She likes acting, Pranjali says. Okay, great. Thank you. Nutan in degree. Thank you so much. She's my mom. Okay, so we saw performance based is singing, dancing, drama, and music. You can play many instruments. Okay. Then Sheetal Shinde says, Miss, I know how to play piano. Okay, very good. Nice, great job. Keep practicing. Now we'll go to the next kind of hobbies, that is performance based hobbies. We have done with this. Now is general interest. General interest, it can be anything. Now everybody has a mobile, no? You all are seeing this means you have a mobile phone with you. So the most important thing you do with a mobile phone is photography. I'm making so many different faces and clicking up photos, right? Yeah. So yeah, he plays harmonium. That's nice. So next one is general interest. You have mobile phones and photography is the hobby which you can inculcate. No, you can click photos of so many different things with so many different angles. You know, every angle is there to click a photograph. If you click it from down, you get the whole picture. If you click it from up, you look slim. And there are so many other angles. So you can just see all these things. And then what you can do is practice photography. Now there's so much time. Then the second one is software skills. Now what is software skills? A little difficult word, no? Software skills is something related to the computers. That is coding, how apps are made, how does the computer work, how does Google work. All these things comes into software skills. Yeah, you have a chance to learn that too. You can just think about it, and if you like, you can learn software skills also. Then cooking is everybody likes? I don't think so. But if we were in the school, we had one activity that was sandwich making. No? And we used to make sandwich, and then the principal and all the teachers, everybody, we would go and serve the dish. So this year we missed it. But you can also inculcate this hobby of cooking. You can help your mom. You can see how she cooks. You can try to cut it, obviously under the guidance of the elder people in the house. But you can always learn cooking also. Cooking is also a hobby. Some people like to cook, and not necessary that it is only girls who like to cook. Even men like to cook. So you must be knowing the chefs, right? Kapoor, and these are all men. So they have set an example that even men can do cooking, and it has also become a hobby. Next is science experiments. Simple experiments like blow a balloon, then rub your hand, it will get attracted to your hand. So all these things, simple science experiments with all the things which are available at home. Then magic tricks. Yeah, Varsha Kamble. Thank you, ma'am. So magic tricks is another thing. You can learn simple magic tricks. You know, everything is there on Google, on YouTube, and you can try to make your own. So magic tricks is also a hobby. Then next comes reading. Read out any book. Reading a book, reading a book is also a hobby. You can read books and then it will help you improve your knowledge. Then flower pressing. Flower making, everybody knows. We can make flowers, right? With some cloth or with some foam we can make flowers. But flower pressing is another hobby where you have to take flowers. Just go out, pick up some flowers. You have to place it. Downside will be a plain sheet. On that keep the flowers. Another plain sheet upside, and then iron it. Iron means istri karne. Iron it. Very good, Pranjali. She read the book in 3 days. Great. So once you iron it, the all the moisture in the flowers will get vanished. It will be very dry, and then you just have to frame it. Put it properly and frame it. So that is flower pressing. And then sports. Any sports you can play badminton, you can play cricket. Nowadays, maybe with your friends and family members, you must be playing all these things outside. So this way you can inculcate hobbies. I will show you some of the hobbies, like I showed you one, reading. You can read books. Then glass bottle painting. I will show you the paintings. This way you can paint. See, this is glass jar which has been painted with neon colors. Neon colors are very bright. So, and it becomes a, there are four jars, it becomes a word called as HOME. What is HOME? HOME is home. So this way we can paint the bottles. Okay. Then we have another thing, we can make flowers. Here is a pot. Paint the pot. It becomes pot painting. After this, make flowers. The broomsticks are there and paper. With paper we can make these flowers. So it becomes paper flowers and pot painting. And you get all these things very easily at home. Then we have diary writing. Diary writing is also an hobby. Just take out any diary, write whatever you wish. Sometimes we come across some nice lines. We read somewhere when we are googling around, and when we see surfing around the net. That time we see, oh, this line is very nice. Just take a book, copy it down. Okay, so you can write whatever lines you like to read. You can keep writing it, copy it, and write it. Then we have painting, sketches. You can see. So it is only a black pen and a paper. That's all. So thank you, Sheetal Shinde ma'am. Now this is a painting. It looks like a vintage art. Vintage means what? Dipali Pawar. My hobby is dancing. That's nice. So vintage painting. This was a white paper. Okay. Now vintage means it is given a look of being very old, like thousands of years ago. So I'll just tell you how you can do this. See, there are some more. What is done? You just have to take an A4 size paper, white color paper. After that, everybody drinks coffee. Yeah, you have to take the coffee, put the coffee, put little water, mix it. And now take a brush and put that on the white paper and paint it. So you will get the coffee stains like this. Let it dry. So this paper looks very old now. Once it looks old, whatever you have to do, write it and then burn the paper. Burn means मेणबत्ती पेटवायची आणि त्याच्याने कोपरा असा जाळून घ्यायचा. That is burning. You have to burn the paper from the sides. And then you see it looks like a vintage art. Vintage means very, very old art form. See, it looks very old kind of art. And this way you can try to utilize your free time. Okay. Then collection of small pots, cement items. See, small items. Hmm? This way you can collect different kinds of items. Then a glass bottle. Can you see? Glass bottle painting. Yeah, this is a glass bottle which has been painted. Here it is not painted. Here inside this is all glitter. Glitter means tamki. It is filled with glitter in two shades. That is red and silver, red and silver, red. And you can see it has eyes, nose, and a nice mouth. So this is bottle painting. Okay. Now we can also do something else. This is just an ice cream box. We eat ice cream, no? Plastic ice cream box. The rope is being just glued over everywhere, and upside also same way glued, and with a wool a flower is made and a button is stuck. So now this plastic box which I would have thrown anyhow, now I feel like keeping it, preserving it, and somebody comes, they'll ask, hey, wow, how did you do this? So you feel very great that you have done something nice. This way you can do, yeah, coin collection and dance. Very good. Even I have coin collection. I forgot to get it up now. Next time maybe I'll show you. If you have your coin collection, show it to us. Click some photographs and share it with your teachers. Okay, somebody makes coffee. That's nice. I have nice hobbies. No, I really like hobbies very much. No, instead of sitting and gossiping, no, what is happening all around, it's better we put our time into this hobbies. It helps us to develop our personality. Now I had told last time we had seen how to write poems. So here is a book where I have written all my poems. You can make different kinds of books and write your own poems, or you can just copy whatever you know. This is Marathi poem, that's why it is a different diary. If I am talking about English poems, there is a different diary, and the you can see it's not one or two. Okay, there are so many written. So you have to also do the same. Give some time and learn to write something or do something interesting. Another thing which we can do is, can you see this? Now everybody has books. Teachers tell you you have a project, you have an activity, do this, do that, all those things, right? So with this, what happens? Some of you feel very boring, no? What Miss is telling, do this, do that. Sometimes your parents have to do it. But I like that also. So we teachers have to maintain a book. So this was my book for last year. I'll just show you how you can be creative in your work. This was the first page. Then we turn the page. Here, see, the whole book was very much colorful. Here is all the personal information. So it can be with different colors and different pens. Then the timetable. Okay. Then cutouts of paper. So you can cut the paper in different kinds of shapes. This way. Here. Can you see? Then here you can see it's made like what all things are there in the notebook. Like that you can be creative. Try to write some new letters, words, alphabets. Then calligraphy is another kind of hobby. Calligraphy means beautiful handwriting, different kinds of shapes, no different strokes, and you can improve your handwriting and give time for calligraphy also. Now, another one which you will really like is you can just make some things. No, mummy daddy mummies most of the time are using tailoring, like some they are tailoring, or they have some old piece of sari or dress. You can make a puppet out of it. Hello, 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 how are you? So yeah, my puppet is blind. So hi, how are you all? Doing well? That's nice. So you can, yes, you can always have a habit of using a puppet. How to use it? It makes you feel happy and interesting. So you can really go out and make a puppet. You can make a puppet of a socks. Just see, you will get it on the Pinterest or YouTube, and make the puppet, make some videos about it and share it with us. We'll share it with everybody. Okay? So, Chetan Mate. Okay. Yeah, now if you have any questions, you can type it here regarding today's topic. So, I'll help you. If you have any doubts regarding all these hobbies, you can ask me. I'll help you out with it, and then we'll end the session. Sahil Kamble, my hobbies is collecting tattoos. Wow, cycling and skating. Excellent, Sahil. That's very great. Very nice, very nice. Good. So, collection of tattoos. See, you get, no, you buy chewing gum and you get a tattoo. You people do what? You paste it and then it's gone. But he's collecting and keeping it. Very good. Anybody else? Miss, please read one poem. Okay. Which poem do you think I should read? Hmm. If you would have told me earlier, I would have kept it ready. Actually, the poems come according to the age level, and now you all are my students. So I have to find out a poem. Okay, I got it. That's nice. Okay, maybe it is very difficult for you to understand, but I'll explain it to you what it means. Okay, who am I? You might call me a lady or a gentleman, maybe. You can see I am fat, or call me thin if you shall. Now, see, the first four lines say, who am I? The name of the poem is Who Am I? You might call me a lady or a gentleman, maybe. Means you can say that she is a lady or he is a man. Okay. But the next line says, you can say I am fat or speak just the contrast. Means you can say, he is fat, she is thin. But what actually is, you can say I am tall or call me thin if you shall. You can say I am fair or indeed a beauty rare. You can say I am dark, a teacher, a doctor, or a clerk. Oh, let me bring to your notice, you all need diagnosis. Means, let me tell you that you need to treat yourself. You can only see me like a lady or a man, fat, tall, thin, short, all these things. But I am not the muscles and bones. I can't be described by my skin tones. Means I am not the muscle and the bones. Whatever you see, I am not that. And you cannot tell me that I am dark, I'm fair. I ain't what outside you see. Means what you're seeing me outside, I am not that. I am all about the inner beauty. It was a difficult lesson whole. My judgments then I had to control. From bodily opinions, I took up a role and discovered then I am the inner soul. Means, it means that you can see I am fat, thin, tall, dark, but I am not that. I am not the skin and the bone. You are needing some diagnosis. Nobody is like that. Everybody is the inner soul, means how we behave with others. That is the real me. So, this was the poem about today. Okay. My hobby is swimming, story. Now, story also. Okay, story we'll go for the next session. Okay. Anything else anybody wants to ask? You can send it on the group to your class teacher. Richa Jha says, I want to send a sketch. Yeah, send it to your class teacher. She'll forward it to me. Just write there. Send it to Mona Miss. Okay. Chetan, now I had a poem, right? Now next time we'll have a story, please. I'll prepare a nice story written by myself for you. Okay. My hobby. I showed all these are my hobbies. Whatever you saw just now, these are all of my hobbies. Okay. So I hope today's session was helpful for you. Once again, I would thank our principal ma'am, Mrs. Nutan Kamble, our vice principal ma'am, Mrs. Kanchan Kadu, our supervisor ma'am, Leena Pargi ma'am. Yes. Thank you all the three madams. Because of them, we could now complete this session and you could learn so many things. So I'll be waiting for the next topic. And no, my dear, every Thursday, 11 o'clock will be our session, okay? We'll be meeting out every Thursday with some nice topics like this, which will be helpful for you and which will be beneficial for you. Okay, so that's great. Show stone painting. Stone painting I have done, but I have to find it out where it is because now what I could get, I have just gathered it and kept it. Thank you, Sheetal Shinde. Ma'am, enjoyed the session. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. And thank our supervisor, ma'am, principal, ma'am. You can always send them a text message on WhatsApp and say whatever you feel about these sessions. Okay. Now we shall meet next Thursday at the same time, that is 11 o'clock. Okay. And bye bye. See you. Take care, all of you. Bye. Bye.